Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna show you books that I've read, not that I liked. Well, all the books I've read I liked, but I'm just gonna show you the books that I've read. I haven't read that many books really. I am reading two books and listening to one on Audible, which I'll show you as well. You start the show. No pretty. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna show you the one that I'm listening to on Audible, and that one is, I can't pronounce it, but it's by J.R.R. Tolkien, the author of The Hobbit and a lot of things. And that's what it's called, the Silmarillion. I don't know how to pronounce it. I haven't listened to this in a couple of weeks, but hopefully I am planning to listen to it when I have to wash dishes tomorrow. By the way, I'm recording this on Thursday the 9th. Is it Thursday the 9th? Today I'm pretty sure it's Thursday the 9th. I just uploaded a cash stuffing video up today, and this video is going to probably go up on Saturday. Just have another one planned to upload tomorrow, or I might upload this Friday the 10th, which will be tomorrow. Technically be today when it's uploaded, if I upload it on Friday or Saturday, depending which day I decide to. But yeah, as I'm saying, I am listening to this on Audible, and I do have like a little bookmark thing in it, and right now I'm on chapter 1 on Audible, but there's like a bit of it that like this bit much of it before like chapter 1 that's in the Audible. There's like a few pages. I can't remember if there's like little writing on these pages. I can't remember if that was in it, but I know for a fact I've been listening to that like section of it, and it's kind of explaining like how the whole like that world, I think, of like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, that kind of world was created, and all the things inside, or that's in the Lord of the Rings, all of owls, men, orcs, the what do you call it, the trees that can walk and talk. I've forgotten what they're called. I know what they are called in the back of my mind, but I just can't think of it. Ents, is it Ents? And all that stuff kind of start at the moment, from that little bit I've been listening to. Not really enjoying it that much, but yeah, listening to this on Audible. There is 2 books that I'm reading. First one is The Woman in the Window. I did watch the film, but I am that far into it, this much of it, so I've like that much to go, but I am enjoying this book. I might like watch the film again because I like the film as well. But I am enjoying the book so far, even though I'm what chapter 30, and there is I think 100 chapters. Yeah, there's 100 chapters in this, and I've like another 70 chapters to go. How many pages are there? As well, I meant to. There is 440 pages, but yeah, there's 440 pages, but there's some pages that are like there's quite a few pages just have the like Sunday, November the 7th, which this has got like the dates, the like day kind of date thing on them, and they're usually blank on the other side as well, so there's quite a few of these ones, so if you like minus a couple of them pages, it's like probably not exactly that amount of pages in it. What did I say? I think it's 440 something. I'll say there's like more like 447. It's probably less than that, maybe 430, maybe a little bit less, maybe 420, I'm guessing, but there's definitely less than that if you don't include these little bits that are usually blank on the other side. But some of the chapters are quite short and have like a lot of space in it, but I am enjoying the book right now. The bookmark fell out, but yeah. Next book I'm reading is Dark Secrets. Oh yeah, this book is by A.J. Finn, I'm thinking. That's what it says at the bottom. I'm assuming everybody's heard of this book and know who's it by, but it says A.J. Finn, so at the bottom, so I'm assuming it's by him. The next book I'm reading is Dark Secrets, and it's by Elizabeth Chandler. That it's kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It's two girls haunted by past and distant to reveal destined to reveal it. That's what's at that top two lines say. But this is kind of has two stories in it. There's Legacy of Lies and Don't Tell. So it's like about two stories kind of about where this one start. Yeah, so like the first half, which is this bit. Wait, I'm good at doing this, but the first half is one story about this girl, or this teenager, I think she's about 16, that she goes to a grandmother's house. Her grandmother invites her to her house, and there's like weird stuff happening, like stuff moving, and they don't know how it's moving, and the grandmother's a bit cold towards her granddaughter, and this girl who goes to visit her grandmother, who asked her to come, the grandmother asked her to come, her the girl's cousin, who's about the same age, is there, and he's like kind of a bit cold to her too, or not really nice to her. But there's at some point he is a bit nice to her. Then I don't know, at the end he's like, yeah, I think towards the end he's starting like warming up to her, if that makes sense. And she is like a carnation, like looks like just like her grandmother's sister, but she's actually was adopted. So her adopted mum, her grandmother is her adopted mum's real mum. She's not really related to them, just she's adopted, but she looks just like her adopted grandmother's sister, something like that. And then the second one is slightly different. It's like at the start it says 7 years later, so I don't know if that means like 7 years later from the first story, or earlier, not later. Don't know if that means 7 years earlier before the first part that happened, but so far it's about this another teenager that's going to visit her old little town that she used to live in with her, or used to go to or live in with her mum, but she hasn't gone since her mum died in that village, and she's trying to figure out what happened and stuff like that. Something so far, like what's happening with one of her, like she went to stay with her godmother, and one of her kids acting weird, and she's trying to figure out stuff about her. They're trying to convince her godmother to get her to therapy and stuff like that. Also, I like to apologise. I'm not good at describing or giving like kind of a review kind of thing on books, if that makes sense. By the way, I don't have coronavirus. If you're wondering, it's just a bit of a cold and a bit of a cough that I caught from my parents. I'm in my pajamas. I don't know if I said that before. I was about to go to bed and I decided to record this, but yeah, I'm not good at describing things or like giving an example kind of thing and stuff like that with stories. But I'm gonna get into the rest of the books that I've actually read. I'm gonna start off with this Shadow by Michael Morpurgo. Don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's Shadow. It's about this dog, and I can't really. It's been about 10 years since I've read it, and I am planning to reread it. I might read it to my daughter, to her, and like read her a chapter to a night at her, for her. I remember when I read this, I enjoyed it, but I can't really remember what happened to it. I think it's about this dog traveling or trying to find his owner, I think. I can't remember exactly, but I do remember I did like it a lot. So I'm going to probably read this to my daughter at some point if she wants to. It's a good book for if you have kids. Some of these books do have an age range for them, or ages that are good, like kind of age. I'm not good at describing what I mean, but I'm going to probably for like young kids, like maybe 8 or something like that, or 9, 10 maybe would enjoy that. But I'm thinking about reading that to my daughter. And then there's this other book that I read by the same author, Michael, can't pronounce his last name, and it's the Butterfly Lion, and this is also another like good for kids to read, but I enjoyed it. I kind of read anything like kids books to more adult books as well. I'm starting like reading more adult-y kind of books, but some of them are not quite like more suitable for kids as well. But this one is kind of about this. I think this it's about this kid that goes to this house, and this old lady in the house tells her a story about a white lion that the old woman's husband used to have as a pet. But that's the best way I can describe it. Butterfly lion, where that came from is that I think it's like these butterflies made a shape of a lion, that or a lion that looked like load of but kind of the shadow of a lion that almost looked like butterflies were moving. I don't know how to explain it, but something about how it looks and butterflies involved with it. Can't remember, but I enjoyed that book as well. I'm not really good at giving what stars I to give them, but I did enjoy them. That's probably the best like way I can say if I enjoyed it or not. Them like books or not. If I didn't enjoy a book, I would say that I didn't like it that much, or I didn't enjoy it really. But I did enjoy these books. Did There's another book. I have a few other books by this author. I really like this author. Well, the two books that I fully finished by him, I really enjoyed. There's another book called War Horse, which is also a film, but I did start reading that, but I didn't finish it. Was enjoying reading that, but it's been like 10 years since I read it, and I didn't finish it, so I'm planning to finish reading, like start from finish, like start reading it all over again, and then actually finishing it. That book by him. I do have a few other books. I think I have Farm Boy, which is a sequel to War Horse. I have another 2, maybe 3 books by him, but I can't remember what they're called right now. Then next book I've read is the Blair Witch Files, The Dark Room, and I think I think this is the second book. This is inside here. It says the Dark Blair Witch Project 2. So I'm guessing this is the second book. But I don't realize. I think this is the second one to this. So I haven't read the first one. Don't know if you want to read the first one and then the second one. But when I read this, it's like 10 years ago. Yeah, I did enjoy reading this when I read it 10 years ago, but I can't really remember a whole lot of it. But I'm planning to reread this again at some point. I do have a load of books that I do want to read. Also, I will say in the future videos that if I do reread these again, if I enjoyed it this time around, or enjoyed it more this time around, or not as much as I did the first time around, about 10 years ago that I first read these. So I'll just probably say that in a future video whenever I do actually get around to reading them again. Next book is The Habit. This one I actually listened to on Audible, and I didn't really enjoy it as much as I did the movies. I definitely prefer the movies over this book. I find the the film way more enjoyable than the book. Which, yeah, some bits like I didn't really lot of it. I just like, but them just traveling, not a whole lot of fighting in it, which I kind of thought maybe there'd be a few fighting bits or a bit more exciting. But I definitely preferred the movie over the listening it to Audible. It might be slightly different if I read it, but I don't think so. Also, it's like the pictures kind of look like maybe it's like a quick sketch-y kind of thing at the bottom. Next thing, the next books I'm going to show you are a book series, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books in it. There's a few small books, like this one is Geek Girl, and the first book in the Geek Girl series is this book. It's Geek Girl from Geek to Chick. And when I first got this, I didn't realise it was a book series, but I read it and got really into it. And then, like, you know, the magazines you can get that's in plastic, and they sometimes come with the stuff. This came in one of the magazines, but when I bought it, I didn't realise this, but I got it because I wanted to read the book, but I didn't realise it was actually a book series, and at the back it shows you other books that you can get. But every single one has like a face and but all slightly different facial expressions. But this first book I've read in the series, and I really enjoyed it. And then there's this geek drama one. It's like little kind of. It's like I think came out drawn on the series, but if you look on the internet, you can see what order you meant to read them. And then there's this one, which is that's by Holly Small. I can't pronounce it. There's like Geek Girl, Picture Perfect. I think these ones might be more. I don't know which one this is. I'm 100% sure. This might be the third book. Oh yeah, on this it says 11 plus, so for like young teenagers. I really enjoyed this book series. I can't exactly remember what happens in each one, and there's this Geek Girl Marble Misfit. It is all wrapped up. And then there is All That Glitter. And then there's Head Over Heels, Sunny Side Up. This is hardback, and there's also Forever Geek, but this meant to have like a covering like this does, like a paper one, but my son grabbed it and ripped it, so it's like that. If I can make some what Let's see. I think that's the pictures meant to be on the front of the cover. That one off. This one. I know this is the last book in the series, and I think this is the second last one, maybe. Can't remember exactly which ones, but I know this one's like an extra little story, not a, like when the author was like writing these books. I think she kind of add this one onto like to one of the kind of stories. If you, I don't know how best to explain it, but it's on the internet. Like what there's like book 1, book 2, or like book 2.1, which would be like something like this one, or I think this one's like one of them kind of books, or this one. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed this book series. It's about this girl, teenage girl, I think from England. Yeah, from England. And she ended up getting found by a modeling agency, and she becomes a model, and it's kind of every single one's like kind of almost like kind of about her modeling and how something kind of goes wrong during the modeling experience, if that makes sense. And I kind of enjoyed it. If you have nieces or nephews who might, or niece or nephews probably might, depending what they're into, might enjoy it. And yeah, I'm not too good at explaining things, sorry about that, but yeah, this video is getting quite long, so I better go. And I didn't expect it to be this long, so yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you in my next video. Bye.